So bit of an update on what's going on. Done a few bits this week. So one of the first things is changed to a 70mm throttle body from a 62. Didn't only need a 62 with turbo because obviously air's forcing in, so you don't need a throttle body that large and you get good throttle modulation. But gone to a 70mm to help it breathe. Now it's normal aspirated. That'll get changed again when the inlet gets changed. Currently on an AEBS whirlwind inlet. It's a bit retro. Some people might remember these if you're into a Honda game. Before the likes of sort of Skunk 2 and a few other companies came out with the Pro Series ones and then now the Ultra Street, they were sort of the inlet to have. They were tested quite a lot on dynos and made decent power. Good mid-range, good top end. Slightly better than a sort of Integra DC2 one, probably P73 one, stuff like that. But that's what's on there. I want to change it to what I used on Phil's engine. With that Ultra Street, they are really, if you're not going throttle bodies, they're the best thing to use, really. Really good balance of mid-range torque and then good top-end flow as well. So, and you can go up to a 74mm throttle body on those, which is great. So that's probably what we're going to change to later on. So yeah, doing alright with that. Next thing there to do, there's all sorts to do on this. Swap it to the B20 engine. Maybe change the compression on this. Cams to change and stuff like that, a few other bits and bobs and stuff, and obviously mapping to do, but main thing first is to get it so I'm happy with mapping and then we'll sort of go from there. But one of the other things I've got to do is sort the exhaust out. So I'll show you what's currently on it at the moment. When it was turbocharged, it just came out the side. That's changed now, and obviously it's going down the centre of the car and then it sort of exits in a minute down to the floor. It is extremely loud, and it's a bit like a subwoofer really. It vibrates the floor pan. So that's got to be changed. It is horrific, and it's probably about 110 decibels. So it's horrendous, so that's got to be changed. So I'll show you what's currently on it at the moment. So at the moment it comes along and then dumps to the floor near the fuel tank. So yeah, it's extremely loud, so that's got to go. So yeah, as I'm sure you can appreciate, that is pretty horrendous, but it was a stopgap just to get it working and what have you, just as a quick fix so I can actually get out of it and get a bit of a bass tune on it, which is now done. So now I can drive it obviously over to my work. So I've got the ramp and stuff, so I can crack on with it really. There's a few other bits to do, rad to swap, and Phil's kind of donated a full width rad and a few other bits. There's still loads to do on it, so as we go along you'll see things changing. I'll try and talk you through why I'm doing it, let you know if stuff works or doesn't work. Stuff, because it's always a bit of a learning curve. It's not a case you just bolt bits on and you'll gain performance. They are quite sensitive. Anything that disrupts airflow, you will lose power somewhere or torque, and then you've got to sort of work around to optimize it to what you want. So that's the kind of process we're going to go through when we transfer to 2 litre. So next thing is the exhaust parts. So I've got a array of bits. Got another silencer that's going to go on the rear. So I've got a modified rear diffuser to get that in. Few random bends and stuff, and then Piper actually make quite a nicely made 3-inch sort of system for these. So I've got the centre pipe, sort of secondary section if you like, that goes around the fuel tank in an S and then finishes just near the rear axle. So from there I'm going to go back down to 70mm basically from 75, and put that silencer in and stuff like that and get that fitted in the back. Don't really want 3-inch on this, but that pipe will be good because obviously with the bends and stuff it'll stop the restriction, makes it easy to do, and then I'll step it back down at the rear to 70mm, and that should be optimised really for a 2 litre. That should be nice. A 2.5 works well, but they do start to restrict you up top if you're revving them really high or if it's a 2 litre. So I want to try 70 and see how we get on with that. So that's what I can make next at work, so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, that sort of wraps this one up for the minute. Weather permitting, I'll get out in it Thursday, just give it a check over and then get it over to work, and then from there on get the exhaust sorted. Hopefully it'll sound a lot nicer, and go from there really. Other update coming is a gear kit. So I've managed to find a company called Transex and make a really nice gear kit. So we'll be changing first, and we'll be changing third, fourth and fifth as well, which will spice it up quite a lot. So that's coming later on. So there's loads to do over this year. It's going to be exciting. Looking forward to it. Get loads of stuff done. Let everybody know how I'm getting on with stuff, what's working and what isn't working, like I said. And looking forward to get out on track in it and kick its head in. So again, thanks a lot. Let me know any comments or any advice you've got. Thanks very much.